Liverpool's new arrival will unleash the NEXT Andy Robertson. Liverpool might soon uncover the player who could follow in Andy Robertson's footsteps, and their latest scouting addition could play a big role in finding him. The Reds face an important decision regarding their left flank in the coming years. Robertson's current contract runs until 2026, but with no extension yet agreed, uncertainty surrounds his long-term future. Meanwhile, Costa Tsimikas has already been loaned to AS Roma and is expected to leave permanently next summer, leaving Milos Kerkez as the only clear option. If Robertson were to depart, Liverpool would almost certainly need to strengthen in that area. The club has several promising youngsters in the ranks, such as Owen Beck, currently impressing on loan at Derby County, and 16-year-old Cameron Williams, who's already trained with Scotland's senior squad, but neither appears ready to step into a senior role behind Kerkez. That makes an external signing a realistic necessity. This is where Jasper Wallmark, Liverpool's recently appointed Scandinavian scout, could prove vital. Wallmark has already identified a potential gem in Sweden, 19-year-old Keita Kasugi, who currently plays for Djurgårdens. Despite his age, Kasugi is already attracting attention from top European clubs. According to C's data, he is statistically the best-performing teenager in Scandinavia right now. Kasugi isn't the tallest, but his low center of gravity and explosive movement make him a dynamic fullback. He thrives when driving up and down the pitch, combining energy with strong technical skills. His passing range is advanced for his age. He averages nearly 9 progressive passes per game, and he's also an effective dribbler, completing over 61% of his take-ons, a rate that ranks among the best in Sweden's Allsvenskan. Defensively, he's equally impressive. In the past year, he has won nearly 3/4 of his tackles, alongside 17 interceptions and 79 recoveries. His speed allows him to contribute offensively and still recover defensively, much like Kerkez. He currently ranks 6th in the league for successful defensive actions per 90 minutes, underlining his balance between attack and defense. For Arne Slot, the priority in finding a deputy for Kerkez will be someone who mirrors the Hungarian's attributes. Kasugi fits the profile almost perfectly, aggressive yet controlled in defense, quick in transition, and reliable in delivering crosses or carrying the ball forward. And crucially, like Robertson when he was at Hull City, Kasugi represents both raw promise and affordability. Liverpool's decision to bring in Wallmark seems designed for exactly this type of discovery. If Kasugi continues his rise, he could well be the kind of player who follows Robertson's legacy at Anfield. Liverpool's international roundup. It was a landmark night for Liverpool's new striker, Hugo Ekitike, who made his senior debut for France. Coming off the bench in a 2-0 win against Ukraine, he nearly capped the occasion with a goal, leaving for Kylian Mbappe to take on the chance himself rather than squaring to his teammate. Ibrahima Konate also featured for France, producing a vital goal-line clearance to preserve the clean sheet, while his partnership with Dayot Upamecano looked solid in William Saliba's absence. Elsewhere, Robertson helped Scotland secure a respectable 0-0 draw against Denmark. He played the full match and almost provided an assist with a pinpoint cross to Lyndon Dykes. Scotland will soon meet Greece in the same qualifying group, a game that could see Robertson go head-to-head with former teammate Tsimikas, who featured in his country's 5-1 win over Belarus during his loan spell at Roma. Not every Red enjoyed success, though. Young defender Giovanni Leone was called up to Italy's squad but didn't make the matchday selection as the Azzurri scraped past Estonia. In Bergamo, meanwhile, Alexander Isak's long-awaited return was delayed further. Although named in Sweden's squad for their 2-2 draw with Slovenia, he remained on the bench. Head coach John Dahl Tomasson admitted he didn't want to do anything reckless. With the £125 million Liverpool signing after his lengthy injury layoff, supporters will have to wait a little longer to see the record-breaking forward back in action. *URL. Quansah's situation has quietly taken another twist. Sources indicate Liverpool already have a structured agreement with the centre-back should they choose to exercise the buyback clause inserted when he was transferred to Bayer Leverkusen for £35 million earlier this summer. The Merseyside club never lost faith in his ability. Insiders suggest Quansah is regarded in the same bracket as Harvey Elliott and Ben Doak, young talents they consider vital for the club's long-term project. His exit was only sanctioned because the offer was too attractive financially, and the defender wanted regular first-team football, something Arne Slot simply couldn't guarantee that buyback clause allows. Liverpool to recall Quansah in the summer of 2027, effectively offering him a clear route back to Anfield once he gains valuable Bundesliga experience. Strategically, this could turn out to be a masterstroke. Liverpool's top defensive target Marc Guéhi is no certainty, particularly after Real Madrid launched a powerful bid to leapfrog the Reds in 2026. Team Talk journalist Fraser Fletcher revealed Guéhi was left heartbroken and let down after Crystal Palace blocked his move to Liverpool, with the defender now expected to seek urgent talks with boss Oliver Glasner about the club's stance. Even so, Liverpool are keeping multiple options open. Transfer insider Dean Jones has noted that Brighton have a highly rated defender already under Richard Hughes' watch. But the conversation also shifts toward a more attacking figure, with Tottenham Hotspur circling around a €50 million rated Belgian winger, whose representative has openly spoken about his dream of following in Mohamed Salah's footsteps at Anfield. Tottenham, buoyed by last season's Europa League triumph and their decision to appoint Thomas Frank, were one of the busiest clubs in the summer window. They landed marquee additions in Xavi Simons, Mohamed Kudus, and Randall Kolo Muani, signaling their intent to break into the top four while competing strongly in the Champions League. Despite their activity, Spurs were still pressing for further firepower right up until deadline day. Malik Fofana of Lyon was a name high on their list. Tottenham tabled an approach in the closing stages of the market, but Lyon rejected it, insisting they had no time to replace the 20-year-old. The French side are, however, expected to soften their stance in January, setting an asking price that has already attracted interest from Inter Milan. Since joining Lyon from Coget in January 2024, Fofana has contributed 16 goals and 8 assists in 65 games, numbers that highlight his growing reputation. He has also begun the new League One campaign brightly, recording 1 goal and 1 assist across his opening 3 appearances. Lyon, unbeaten in those fixtures, sit level with defending champions PSG in the early standings. Team Talk understands Liverpool were among the clubs who inquired about the Belgian winger in the summer, alongside Chelsea, Everton, and Spurs. In Liverpool's case, Federico Chiesa's decision to commit his future to Anfield meant they did not push further for Fofana. Yet his agent Bobo Fofana continues to insist Liverpool represents the club of the heart for his client. In comments earlier this year, he described Anfield as the natural